Hello and welcome to Forgecraft, episode 5. Though this should be episode 6, unfortunately, last episode is non-existent anymore. I had a couple of issues. One being that apparently my sound wasn't being picked up, and it didn't work. So you had a completely dead episode, and I actually did quite a bit. This was off cam, but you can see I got bees going, and I'm trying to breed up a couple of trees. I put that there, and I did this entire line. This was a very long process. In fact, I even blew myself up during this setup. So yeah, it's kind of disappointing. Let's go with generator. It was pretty cheap. Just made a bunch of iron plates around. I didn't make the iron plates. I made the. Oh, I did make iron plates. Made a furnace. That, which is 8 iron plates, no longer refined iron. And you can't see the batteries. There we go. It's now tin instead of copper, and it uses tin item casings. So really, it requires about 3 tin per battery, and so I mean it's actually become cheaper. But yeah, then you got I made the extractor, which is just basically an basic machine casing, 4 tree taps, and electronic circuit. Electronic circuit is made as so. Tree taps made as so with just any wood. And you already saw the basic machine casing. What else did I make? Extractor, I made the ore washing machine. Or the ore washing plant. Requires 2 buckets, 3 iron plating, 1 basic machine, 1 electronic circuit, an electric motor which is made with tin item casings, coil, iron. Coil is made with 8 uninsulated copper cabling and 1 iron. Let's see, I also made the macerator, which the recipe really hasn't changed. It's basic machine casing, electronic circuit, cobblestone, and flint. And I made the MFE. And I had an issue of I blew myself up because I didn't realize that this was bumped up 1 voltage, I guess rank, because it's now outputting high voltage. It used to only put out medium voltage, and so I blew up all my machines and pretty much everything. So very disappointed. It's pretty expensive too. Basically energy crystals, diamonds surrounded in redstone. I have a bunch of diamonds, don't have to worry about that. Insulated gold cable. I never knew that you, I didn't know that you had to use 2 rubber on that. It took me a while to figure that out. So yeah, I have that, and let me see, what else did I make? I guess that's pretty much it. But, I mean, it was kind of a long episode. I had done some stuff. So far off cam, I've been, as you can see, making a bunch of nether bricks. I haven't been able to find a, ooh, that's something there. I haven't been able to find any nether fortresses, so I'm going to literally have to make one, and at least until I can find a nether fortress without having to make it. I mean, it's a difficult process, but I mean, it works. It spawns the wither skeletons and blazes, though not in large quantities. And it's not really that hard. I mean, it's just annoying. Oh yeah, I don't know if I've shown everything. I made this little minecart track thing. I can't remember if I did this technically last episode or whatever. And it's fun. And as you can see, I've really done a number on my mining area. I actually made a few things known as my clearing hammer and my clearing shovel. These are far better than any diamond tool or whatever, and it is hilarious because these things, they have like 5,000 durability easy, and they're like 5,000, 3,000, and they're repaired with stone. It's actually very cheap to the point where I can literally probably repair all these tools by just doing this. Walk over here, take that stone, and this is semi-exploited, but not exploited, but I mean it works. And this goes through any overworld metal or any overworld material, and goes through netherrack pretty fast as well. Repaired, and yeah, basically what this is a slime handle bone tough. It's a blue slime tough handle which requires 3 slime crystals, a bone tough tool binding, bone large plate, and then a stone tool head for whatever these are, which is the hammer. It was just stone hammerhead and stone shovel head, excavator head. And I've been doing this off cam just because it's kind of boring. People don't usually like to watch me breed up those types of plants. I probably should get my gear bag. And I made that, which is a pretty cheap recipe. Copper wiring hasn't really changed much other than you need a forging hammer now. Is that empty? Because I wanted to see if I can melt this down. I don't think I can. I personally don't know what to do with these. I heard that you can make steel out of them, but I haven't been able to do anything with it, so I guess, oh well. I made a bunch of clear glass, which is actually what this entire roof is made of. It's actually quite nice, and it's really, it's probably good for, whatchamacallit, greenhouse. Regardless, that's just a recap of what I did last episode, because last episode never, or it didn't work, so let's just dump all this. I've gotten a lot of gunpowder to a point like I really don't need gunpowder anymore, at least for now. 59. That was like over a really short period of time too. And as you can see, I have a bunch of diamond. I went to the nether for a while because I was building base, and I got a bunch of nether quartz. I also maxed out my my sword's sharpness. I still need to find a dungeon, but this is something to help me. I made a bunch of this stuff. Diamond chest. What I did was I just made a gold chest, which I made from the iron chest surrounded with that, and that's just basically that. Refined iron. I'm actually surprised the thing actually works still, since refined iron is no longer going to be in IC2. Let's take all this. Basically, I'm going to do a very cheap and still effective, yet not so useful quarry. I also have looting on this. And as you can see, I built something here. The ore washing plant actually needs water to function, so it's best to pump it in, and there's no real good way to do it other than have a water source. Unless you have ender tanks, which unfortunately I don't have the blaze rods, hence I needed to make the other thing. Also, oh yeah, that's the booze barrel. It actually has something in it finally. But I'm waiting. Oh, so these ones have rum in them. It's always fun. What do we need? Right now, what I need is quite a few of these. I mean, to the point where it's just ridiculous. Need that. Actually, I don't need all of that because that would mess me up. Let's make at least 8 because I know I'm going to need at least 8. I'm going to need this, the iron, redstone, pistons. I'm going to need quite a few pistons actually. I forgot about that. I'm going to need, what was it? Let's start with 4 for now because I can't remember how many I need. Because I do know I need at least one specific thing. I forgot I need to upgrade one of these gears, at least. I believe it was... Okay, I'm just going to go with this, this, and if I remember correctly, yes, the mining well. Then I need one tank, and add that to the mining well. Makes a pump. Now, I need piston, that, and these. Gives me these. Oh, I also forgot to make some piping, didn't I? Well, the good news is I have a bunch of, I think that may be watermelon or something. It's either watermelon or pumpkin. Just take a bit of that. I also have some cactus. I had some cactus. I don't know where I would put it. But I'm right next to a desert, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue for me. And so I actually wanted to build near a desert. It's got quite a few benefits. Well, for now, I can just do this. Get that, and let's at least get this thing set up for the most part. And I'm gonna go grab the cactus. But basically, this is going to feed my ore washing plant. I also made this. I'm going to be using this area for quite a few things. I also covered up some of this area just because it was annoying and monsters were spawning out of it and bothering me while I was working. And luckily, there's a lot of cactus nearby. And another world hole. I've been getting these recently, quite a few of them actually. They're basically chunks not loading. And it's actually been bothering me quite a bit because they've I mean, they're like always right here. I don't know why. Something to do with this chunk, it just does not like it. And for now, that should do. I need to get a, in fact, clearing shovel for the win. I can afford to dig down a little bit. Now I've went and found a jungle bee, or tropical bee, though it was ignoble, which means that it cannot produce. So I've been using a crossbreed one to make it better. Eventually, ignobles will stop producing princesses, and basically the entire breed will die off. So I'm basically just breeding out one queen from a different species, and I made it into a tropical. I don't like that poisoning, personally. These tropical drones are trash for now. I'm trying to breed them out. Oh yeah, I have a bunch of these extra saplings that had no use to me. Anything else I can get rid of? I don't feel like dealing with that. Let me grab some food, if I have any. Apparently I don't. I made a bunch of food, so it's probably in here. Yeah. I'm gonna toss this in here. I'm gonna keep one as a seeding for more. In fact, I'm going to go do that right now. That way I can have cactus nearby. Wasn't thinking about it. But yeah, basically what I've been doing is gathering a bunch of different types of plants, and some of them that can actually be put into these IC2 crops. I've been using that. I haven't adjusted the carrots to do that, but potatoes I have. I'm kind of lazy on it, but that's something I was doing off I guess not too long ago. I just tossed these crossbreeded saplings from forestry into the generator, which produces more power for me. Let's see, what is it? Still hasn't told me. Oh, I can actually do the crossbreeding now. And if you really want to know, it's just 4 sticks. It's really easy. And there. Still waiting for that to go through its final stage. Once it does, then I'll know what it is. And now, I just basically have to sleep through the night, and I can actually produce a let's just create a pipe sealant. Golden fluid pipe. They're pretty useful, especially combined with a pump. I was wanting to make a combustion engine, but I don't have the fuel. Where'd my pump go? Where'd my pump go? There we go. I also have a bunch of macerated ore, which is why I want that ore washing machine. because I can produce, or I can clean a lot of that material and get a bunch of other material to make material. Okay. How did I want to do this? I wanted dirt. Place this. Move this. One. And I want this always active, so I made a bunch of redstone torches. That one should work too. This and this. Make these always active and place that there. Now I just need to do this. Now it should produce enough water to fill up my ore washing machine, and I can actually probably start working with it. Yep, looks good. For now I'm just going to put cobble, because I don't feel like getting dirt from somewhere. I've been kind of low on dirt, because I've been doing a bit of terraforming. But it's looking better to me, at least. And now I have a piece of cobble in my way. But now I have a ore washing machine. And to actually use the ore washing machine, I'm going to take some of this crushed iron ore. I probably should get the stack, not the smaller one. And unfortunately, this thing does take quite a... Oh, not the macerator. This thing. It does take quite a bit of power. And it's kind of slow. But eventually, when I have my fully automated line, I'll have 4 of these running with overclockers and voltage adjustments. And basically what this does is it takes crushed iron ore from macerators, and it produces purified crushed iron ore. Small piles of whatever, and it's usually best to start removing this stuff. And that'll eventually just keep giving you extra materials. Now, you can find extra, like, gold, iron, plutonium, just a bunch of small stuff. And it takes 9 of these small piles to get, actually, I don't know if iron ore just produces a bunch of iron dusts, or if it's different. I really haven't spent too much time. I want to see if a couple cycles pass and it's just all these small iron dusts. Yeah, I think it just sticks with one type. I know the stone dust is, it's just basically any type. And if you have a thermal centrifuge, which I probably won't have till later, you can actually take this purified crushed iron ore and get extra stuff. I'm guessing it's just one type of ore per one. Ooh, these were watermelons. Don't usually get those. Right click and you can harvest, and it keeps the plant there. You could also do that with the wheat, which is why I actually do this, mostly with wheat and IC2 stuff, because not only do you get more from it, but you don't have to replant it every time, and it's just a simple right click. So that's kind of why I do that. Reeds, you can do the same thing. I'm not going to take those because I'm kind of trying to crossbreed them. Actually, technically I can take this one because I don't need it. And you can actually breed up better stuff. Other than that, let's go to the next thing, which actually I think I need 2 gold. So I'm going to take some of this and I'm going to put it through the ore washing machine and get that stuff out. And if you have, say, 9 of this, just take it out, and you now have 1 iron dust, which basically is 1 iron ore in its purest form. So it's actually pretty good to keep using the ore washing machine, because you can actually increase your output of material. Yeah, I guess it's just of the material you're washing. I know the thermal centrifuge can get like uranium from something else, because I was testing that and I was getting a bunch of I threw a bunch of iron ore in. I was getting uranium powder, gold powder, lead powder. It's just everywhere. So in a sense, this increases your production by, I guess, 2 little nuggets per ingot you make, so it's a pretty good benefit to do so. And I'll just toss these in a furnace, because I'm feeling lazy and I don't feel like changing the fuel type. Even though I do have these, I'm going to be keeping them for now. And I'm going to need, let's see, yeah, I should have the material right now. To at least make the quarry. And the quarry is one of the most expensive materials you can ever have. And these diamond chests are pretty much the best for single quarries. I actually prefer them over pretty much anything. I'm going to need 7 stone gears. I'm going to keep 3. I'm going to convert the rest of these into, come on, okay, that was not working for a bit. 4. And then I just need to convert 2 into diamond gears. Then you take this, and 1 quarry. I think I wanted 4 of these. Yeah, I wanted 4 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pistons. And I'm going to need 1 more glass, and I have the stone. I need the wood, which luckily I have quite a bit of wood still. I was working on basically jungle trees for some reason, and I had just chopped down so many that I didn't realize I had over like 12 or 13 stacks, and I was like over 5 minutes. I'm just gonna make a bunch of extra wooden gears. Technically I need these, and I need more stone. Surprising. And I'm out of normal stone, so I'm just going to take some of my triple compressed cobblestone, and I just love these compressed cobblestones from Extra Utilities. It's basically been a lifesaver to me. It's wonderful. Okay, now I'm going to need this. Oh, I'm actually 1 glass short. I don't like that. But I got a melon. Might as well waste 1 this instead of, actually, scratch that. I'm going to actually cook up some extra glass. And just need one glass. Actually, I can just use this. Oh, by the way, I realized that you can actually put something in here, close it, and when you open it back up, you can craft again. I was actually having a lot of fun using the grafter recipe. I put a stack of pretty much everything, and I just went to town. And the Stirling engine, which basically is basically it's a fuel-powered engine. It doesn't produce a lot of energy. I think it's only like one Minecraft tool. It's weed. Don't like it. You get a bunch of weeds and they'll kill your plants. Avoid them. Kill them if possible. I'm hoping my volume or voice is being picked up. I'm not sure if it is. It's kind of been annoying. Let's see. Oh, now I have everything else. My ore washing plant will allow me to basically start working, and basically I'm going to have to find a couple of blazes before I can actually do next episode, so it might take a bit. So far these have been working quite well. I have max looting on, or max fortune on that pickaxe, and I'm starting to get looting on this sword, so it's working better. Let's see. So far, I don't think it has too much of an issue for putting in a desert without using combustion engines. Let's see, I think down here. Yeah, it was down here. And this is the village. I mercilessly let hundreds of angry monsters eat the villagers. And toss that in. This will keep one chunk loaded. Okay, I think it was F9 shows the chunk grid. Wow. I'm actually surprised that this thing got so perfectly placed. That actually is an issue for me, because I have to do that and bring it all the way to the chunk boundary. So that way I can have the engines running. And I forgot to do a couple of things which actually are going to be annoying, but for now, all I have to do is plop this here, and I can put 3 engines right now and throw some fuel in, which I don't have any, but you get the idea. And I made the levers off cam, regardless. Actually, I do have some fuel. Anything else? For now, this will work, and unfortunately, this isn't a very powerful engine. It'll be a very slow process until I can start, until I can actually get blaze rods. But once I can do that, I will have the ability to at least speed this up quite a bit. I'll see you guys in the next episode. If you like what you're watching, subscribe. If not, oh well. Have a good day. I'm just happy I can get this to work. See you next time.